Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live, number 162. For this Friday, TGIF, everybody, we made it. Congratulations, you guys. You made it. You made it to the end of the week. You're the best. For this Friday, September 12th. How's everyone going today? I'm your host, Rod, here with some of my really good friends in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I'm in sunny Philadelphia today, where I am hopefully going to be going and getting partake in, of course, some chocolate milkshakes, because today is Chocolate Milkshake Day. Jumping right into the holidays. It's also National Day of Encouragement. So listen, if you got something you've been thinking about doing for a while, I'm encouraging you to get going on it. Whatever you're facing today, challenges, you can do it. You can do it. Dr. Ling, you can do it. You know why Dr. Ling can do it? Dr. Ling has the remarkable Paper Pro move. Yep, Dr. Ling has the remove and felt bad about it. Don't feel bad, Dr. Ling. You don't feel bad about that. It's a good device. You should feel good about that. I'm going to talk about that. We've got some people that bought removes who've never had eInk devices before, and that's what I've been talking about. We'll talk a little bit more about that. We'll talk more. I got a whole listen. I don't know if you guys saw my unboxing of the remove, but my unboxing of the remove was really like an hour long. I cut out 2 portions of me just going ham on my theory crafting on what this can mean for the industry. I'm gonna put that out as a separate video. Thanks for everybody who's watched that video as well. It's done really well. That video is done really well. I learned some new tricks in that video. Actually, I learned some tricks in the video before that I applied to that video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, so we're gonna be talking about the remove today. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about some Apple stuff today as well. We're gonna be talking about some rando stuff, rando thing. Let's get to the chat before we go to the randos. Dr. Ling says, Rod, you experienced any battery or temp problems? Been seeing that on Reddit. We're going to go to Reddit. I got some Reddit stuff queued up. We're going to get to that. But just real quick, no. I'm going to mention this when we get to the Reddit section, but I haven't had any overheating. And I take my remove outside. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I made a couple videos with the Meta Ray-Bans where I was just recording myself walking around outside. Sunny day. In direct sunlight, no problems with the remove. About half an hour worth of direct sunlight on a 85-ish degree day. So no overheating problems for me. What else there? Temp problems. Battery issues. The battery lasts about half as long as they say it does for me. The battery lasted me about a week. They quote 2 weeks. But to be honest, with how I write and how much I use eInk, a week is about as much as I get if I'm using it. If I'm using the device for a week is all I get. I never get the 2 weeks quoted time with these things. So the battery, I have no issue with the battery either or overheating. With the amount of paid advertising for the Remarkable Paper Pro move, I'm sure a lot of people bought it. Listen, that's why I put that. If you didn't see my video, go check it out. If you didn't see my video on the unboxing of the Remarkable Paper Pro move, go check it out. All you gotta do is check out the intro. The intro will tell you all you need to know about the paid advertisement in this that one. And I don't even know why they felt like they needed to go so hard with the paid advertisement. It's a great device. I think what happened was they were kind of scared about the size. The dimensions are awkward, okay? And I think that kind of put them off a little bit. They were like, well, you know what? It's gonna look awkward. Let's get these into the hands of some people who are gonna use it. Kind of soften the blow of that. Yeah, I think that's what that was about. Something tells me we might be talking about Christmas today. No, we're not, Palm. I don't know who that was. I blocked him. So if listen, I've never blocked anyone at all for saying or doing anything on the channel. I had to block that person. They were just screwing up the flow of my chat. I'm like, could you stop? And they were in the comments with it too. I had to block them everywhere. I don't know who that was. And if I did it, it wasn't in malice. It was just, you were messing up the flow of the show. So I had to nix you. Sorry. It was getting annoying. Not a fan of writing in landscape. No, don't write in landscape. Person, I'm thinking bot. Could be. Yeah, could be. But then they switched to a different account when I blocked the initial account. I'm going to block every account they come on with. I don't know who that was, but yeah. All right, you guys. Let's get to the rando. So the rando bit of information today is going to be this. This ain't tech. This ain't remotely related to consumerism. This is about love. This is the love section. This is the show your significant other some love section of the show. Okay? I mean, we're all techies. I mean, we're all pretty nerdy people. We need love. We need love too. So this is my love rant for the tech show. If you have a significant other and you guys live together and you claim you love them, you've said it to them. Oh, I love you. They've said it back. Oh, I love you too. Don't let them walk around looking and smelling like anything. If they smell foul, if they have a stench, if they don't smell like themselves, you should say something. Listen, hey, babe, it's the weekend. I get it. You don't really have anything to do. It's the weekend. You haven't taken a shower in a day or two, and because I know you're busy, you're doing stuff, and that doesn't bother you. But the cats are starting to concern me. The cats are starting to complain. Like, say something. I mean, that's never happened to me. This is hypothetical. This is a hypothetical situation here. But what has happened to me is this. Amy let me walk around for like 2 months looking like a pterodactyl. My toenails were curling over my toe. Listen, I care about self-hygiene, I do. But if you've been around the channel, you heard my rant about showers. It's like it's an evolution. I'm sharing with you guys. This is my vulnerable moment, okay? So Amy let me walk around looking like a pterodactyl with my toenails just long and nasty looking. I'm like, I went outside the other day with some like slides on for the first time without socks in a while. And I went into the sunlight. I'm like, oh my God, whose feet are those? What is happening out here? How many people did I lose? I lost a lot. I'm sorry. If you're not here for the tangents, then I'm sorry. They're happening. So and I'm sure Amy saw this long before I did. She's way more observant than I am. Way more observant. She sees things I don't see or contemplate at all. But so I feel like she should have told me, hey, hun, like your toenails are getting pretty long. You might want to cut them. They're cutting me at night. I got lacerations on my calves. Just something. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I'm done with that, and we'll go on. But just saying, if you have someone you love, don't let them walk around looking like whatever. Say something to them. They'll thank you for it. Better you than someone else. If I had gone outside and someone saw my feet and was like, oh, judged me for eternity based off what my feet look like, I normally take care of them. I've just been busy lately. I've been busy, and so I haven't gotten out with shoeless in a while. So that's my first time out shoeless and sockless for a minute. It was like, oh, it was a revelation. How many people did I lose with that? Okay, I gained one. We're good to go. All right, so we'll move on. Let's get on to the tech stories, shall we? All right, moving on to the tech stories. Okay, first thing we got up here is going to be about, who we got up here? Oh boy, that's not the first one. The first one we're going to talk about is the hypertension with Google. So the Apple Watch has a hypertension alert system that the watch can detect those kind of things, but it wasn't in the watch right away, right? They were still waiting for FDA approval for this particular feature and functionality of the new Apple Watch, and not just the new Apple Watch. This is coming to older Apple Watches too. So this has been approved for not all of them, but there's a list. Link is in the description of the article I'm looking at right now, so you can see if your Apple Watch will get that update for hypertension alerts. But it's been approved by the FDA. It wasn't approved initially when they talked about it during the presentation, but I just wanted to update everybody on that because I did report that it wasn't approved just yet, but it has been approved now, so that didn't take long at all. Next thing we got up here is going to be about Apple analysis. I've got a lot of Apple news, okay? It's Apple launch week. There's going to be a lot of Apple news. Apple analyst sentiment hits 5-year low after 2 downgrades. Now, I'm going to say something about this. I haven't been impressed with iPhones for a very long time, and that is no secret here. I said this during the presentation, the day before the presentation, the day after. I haven't been impressed with Apple iPhones for a long time. And with this, I mean, and it's not that I'm not an Apple fanboy. I am deep in my heart, deep down. I'm an Apple fanboy since I've been an Apple fanboy since, man. Well, how long have I been an Apple fanboy? 2007? Come on. I've been Apple fanboy for a long time. So, but I mean, I haven't been an Apple iPhone fanboy since the 4S. I'll be honest with you. I bought iPhones. I bought a couple iPhones since that phone. But that was the last great iPhone to me. But coincidentally, that was the last iPhone that was made under Steve Jobs. But that's neither here nor there. It may be here and there. But still, that was the last of it. So I haven't been impressed for a long time. I made no secret of that. I see these new phones and I instantly am like, I don't like the 17 Pro. It's too busy. It's got too much going on in the back. Let's take a look at that thing. Let's take a look at that thing. Yeah, it's orange. I like that. That's cool. But that's too much. That you got too much going on right there. I think simplicity is where it's at for Apple. And when you got this much design going on in the back of the phone, to me that it's just too much. Okay, it doesn't look appealing at all. Design wise, very unappealing. Very unappealing. Color wise, very appealing. Design wise, caca. What we got in the chat? I'm trying very hard not to get the remove. Says eInk. You're gonna be trying hard for a while. It looks better and better. May have to go down to Best Buy to see if I can get my hands on one. Also, hypertension alert would have really mads. It would have, but no, I get you. The remove is a device that definitely will grow on you. Made a difference in my father's life, and it will impact me now too. Hypertension, yeah, and it's coming to all of us. And what I like about these latest slew of features from Apple, they're pushing them to a lot of their older devices. They're not, whereas in previous years they would have kept these for the newer devices for a while, and then they would have trickled those features down to the older devices, or when that device got old and it was one of the older, or when the new device got old and it was now one of the older devices, then release those features out to all the older devices. They've been known to do that. Lately, they've been just handing out features for free, and I like that. To the older phones, that is, with their OS updates. I blindly buy iPhones, says Aaron. Aaron, which one did you get? I don't like the way they look. I don't like the AI problem has been a hindrance with them. I mean, we're going to talk about that in a second. But to me, I just knew from a design standpoint that the iPhones were not doing it for me anymore. Just from a pure design standpoint, because that's to me what Apple was built on. Their design. The software is good too, very intuitive software, but the design is what set them a cut above most people. Similar to Remarkable's product design. It sets them a cut above a lot of people or a lot of other manufacturers for eInk tablets because of their premium materials and their Apple-like attention to detail. So yeah, their design is what caught me. And if you look, let's just take a look here. I mean, if we look at the back of these, let's just take the Remarkable devices for instance. If we look at the back of these devices, they're not busy. They're super simple. They're super duper simple because that's good design. When design gets as complex as it is here, you've lost simplicity, and in that you've lost effective functional design. All right, just in case you guys don't know, I have to go back and put those on the whiteboard. Can we get the iPhone to look at the whiteboard? Oh boy. Oh my. Can we get? Oh, we can't. It's not. No, it's not gonna work. Oh boy. Well, it was working for a second. Oh, maybe we can get it to work in a minute. But I'll check that out in a minute here if we get that working. Less is more, says Dr. Ling. Absolutely. Less is always more, especially when you're talking about effective design. Aaron says, I just know once I get the remove in my hands, I'm going to be disappointed with the software and reader. You will. Aaron, you will. Because that's just the nature of Remarkable. But it doesn't have to be that way. And we'll talk more about that in a second too. But yeah, moving on to the Apple, the iPhones. Yeah, I haven't been impressed with the iPhones in a while, and I think that the design is what it is for me. I'm not sure what it is for analysts, but this is what we have from analysts. So right now we have Apple stock. It has been downgraded. So it's been downgraded twice lately in the last few years. So Apple Incorporated was hit with a pair of downgrades on Thursday. Apple's recommendation consensus, a proxy for the ratio of buy, hold, and sell ratings, has dropped to 3.9 out of 5. Its lowest since early 2020, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. Just 55% of the analysts tracked by Bloomberg recommended buying the stock. So we're talking about people who are recommending people buying stock in Apple. Just 55% of analysts are recommending buying Apple stock right now. That right there is down from what most companies have right now, which is 90%. So if we're looking at companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Amazon, they have a recommendation rate of 90% of analysts are suggesting their stock, and just 55 of those same analysts are recommending Apple stock. So I'm not the only one that's seeing that design, or maybe I'm not the only one that's looking at design and saying design is important. Maybe other people feel that way as well. Analyst Helena Wagno says, with no significant AI innovation to help with persistent weaknesses in products and the Chinese market, her outlook remains cautious. And she's one of those analysts. So this is just like validation for me thinking that, yeah, there's always going to be the iPhone faithful who are going to buy iPhones, like Aaron just said, no matter what, right? They blindly buy the new iPhone. There's always going to be those people, but I think there's always going to be an equally high number of people who are going to look and say, okay, yeah, this is the new iPhone, but there are other things on the market as well, especially when like Apple's been a leader in the iPhone market for a very long time now, especially when it comes to design. This is the first time I've seen them copy someone else though in design. And what do I mean by that? So we look at this their most impressive iPhone right now to me, which is the Air. Can we get a picture of the Air here? No. All right. So their most impressive iPhone to me is the Air right now. And I think we can get can we get a picture of the Air? And this phone looks like a Pixel, period. Like stop playing with them. Let's pull up a Pixel 10. Okay. Tell me that ain't now just look at. All right, you look at this picture here. You look at the iPhone Air. You see how clean the design is. That's appealing. That's not a mistake. You know what I mean? That's not a mistake. They have to do silly stuff like this. Where are we at here? They have to do silly stuff like this with their bigger phones Oh boy. I messed. There we go. They have to do silly stuff like this with bigger phones. I don't know why they feel like they need to do all this busyness. Like, this is just too busy. This right here, way more elegant. This right here, way more elegant. And that's like the iPhone Air is taking from the Pixel series. And if you don't see that, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, and they're not the only one. There's another company that just adopted the across the back camera bump, like the Pixel. I forgot what phone I saw that's doing that right now. But this is a lot of companies are copying Google in that respect. And look how clean the back is. That's good design. So anyway, even though they've gone this route with it, that's still not enough for analysts. I think that's because the iPhone Air is not as fully featured as the other phones, right? They're making concessions with this phone to make it so thin. And I think this is a testing ground for their foldable. Like, what can they get away with spec-wise and still have people be interested in the device? Let's go to the chat real quick. I would be if there was going to be a reader for me, but I'm looking at it as a strictly personal use case. I have a tiny e-reader, and I just want the remove for writing and the basic planning. I wonder, I guarantee you, eInk, if they update this reader app, which I definitely think they're going to do, if they update the reader app, your idea on this device is going to change. Everyone's idea on this device is going to change. If they just make it competent, it don't have to be the best. It ain't got to be Boox level good. It just has to be competent. Maybe eNote level good, because the eNote is a good balance. The eNote has an e-reader that just has enough features to get you where you need to be visually, but not enough to make it cumbersome and make it so you have so many things to look at and decide on, right? They give you just enough features to make things legible for you and comfortable, and just enough for you to have it the way you want it. Not a lot of bells and whistles, but they do have just enough features, in my opinion. They have the Goldilocks amount of features in their e-reader app. Everyone else seems not to have enough. Onyx seems to have too much. Like I said, it's good for a lot of people, but eNote, they did it the right way, in my opinion. It just, when they add touch to that e-reader, we're going to be talking a different story. If there would be some new templates that will allow the size of the screen, I may want to talk to ChatGPT about it. Yes, eInk. Yeah, get AI on it. Knock on the iPaper platform is the software feels unfinished, yet it has more function within the Notes app and reader than Remarkable. Why do we give Remarkable the pass? Because they look good. I don't think we give Remarkable. Well, I don't think we see, a lot of people see that as giving Remarkable the pass. I don't give Remarkable a pass in their devices. What I do is I recognize that they're only catering to a certain audience, and that audience don't need a lot of bells and whistles with their writing. They just want an actual paper replacement. And if you look at the Remarkable as just a paper replacement, that's the key, right? You have to look at it as just a paper replacement, not an eInk tablet that's going to do all like an Onyx Boox platform device. But as an eInk replacement, you got to admit, I mean, as just a paper replacement, you got to admit it's pretty good. And it's the best looking one that does that job. Ooh, I put top chat. Oh, let me go to live chat. Did I miss anything? Of course I did. All right, so let's go on to the next story we got here, which is going to be, what do we got? Apple blocks translation AirPods in EU over regulatory concerns. So, just a couple things about this story. I think this might be Apple just trying to stick it to the EU. Like, there's nothing saying they can't do this in the EU, from what I understand. This may be Apple trying to apply pressure, but let's talk about it for a second. No translation for Apple AirPods in the EU. Live translation for the AirPods is not available if you are in the EU and your Apple account country or region is also in the EU. So let's specify that. So if you're someone whose account is registered in the United States and you travel to the EU, this doesn't affect you. if you are living in the EU, your account is registered in the EU, and that's when you're affected, right? If your account is EU based and you're in the EU, you won't be able to use these translation features. So Apple is blocking the functionality due to its interpretation, keyword here, interpretation of its obligations under the EU's Digital Markets Act, specifically a European Commission decision from March. The decision states that the iPhone maker is required to make certain functions interoperable with competitor devices. Now, what does that mean? That's basically the EU saying, hey, you can't have a feature on your phone or device that's just exclusive to it. You have to allow that functionality to work with other devices. So, case in point, the translation feature on the AirPods. If you have an Android phone, this would mean that, hey, Apple has to make that translation feature work with your phone, and vice versa. That's kind of what the Digital Markets Act is saying. At least that's how Apple is interpreting it. Now, I personally think that Apple is not interpreting it right, and some of the people in the EU officials think the same. So, what do we got here? Apple executives had previously threatened to block their rollout, and that's not there. Oh yeah, here we go. So a European Commission spokesman stated that Apple's decision was made unilaterally without consultation with the Commission. And this is coming from one of the people on that commission. We are not able to understand the nature of Apple's concerns, they said. So they're like, why would they not want to bring this here? The Digital Markets Act does not stop them from doing that in the EU. So why would they not bring it here, citing the Digital Markets Act? And I think that's because they're just trying to put some pressure on the EU. I feel like if Apple feels like if they put enough pressure on the EU will fold in some of these Digital Markets Act situations that come up with their products and devices. So yeah. It could be a move on Apple's part to put some pressure on the EU, but again, I guess this is what Apple or the EU would say in this situation. Like, we're not trying to block or stop what Apple's trying to do. And I guess Apple would err on the side of caution if they think that they may be encroaching on this particular act. Why take that chance and have some litigation go down? Just err on the side of caution and don't do it at all, so you don't have a problem. Yeah, it could be a couple of things, but it's a very interesting outcome to say the least. What else we got here? The last story we got, I think this is maybe not the last one. Oh, this is probably the last tech story. So, what I want to talk about with the iPhone Air. So, if you guys have any opinions on the iPhone Air, I have a couple of things that I want to mention about the iPhone Air, other than the fact that I think it's the best looking iPhone that they've come out in a long time, because super thin, the back isn't crazy busy. I wish they would fix that camera bump that has a camera bump, make it flat, and we're good to go. We're good to go. Like this, like that. Do that, and then we're good to go. So anyway, moving on. I definitely think that the iPhone Air is a move in the direction for Apple to simplify the phones. It's a test ground for the foldable to see what kind of specs they can put in a design that thin and still get away with selling it to consumers. We may, because of how they've been downgraded, we may see some differences in how the iPhone Air goes forth. Maybe we see spec bumps that we would not have seen if things were going all smoothly with Apple stock right now. But I definitely think it's going to be the way forward for Apple. At least I hope, anyway. It's the only iPhone that ain't ugly in this new lineup. Bigger than the new iPhone, and I didn't think it was bigger than the iPhone, the new iPhones, the iPhone Pro, 17 Pro that is, but apparently it is. But I definitely like it. I think it's the way forward. I definitely like it. Aaron, did you mention what iPhone you got? I don't think I missed it. Yeah, I don't think you. Let me know what iPhone you picked up, Aaron, or if anyone in the chat picked up an iPhone, let me know which one you guys picked up. And let me know how you feel about the iPhone Air. I'm definitely bullish on the iPhone Air. I definitely think it's the way they should be going. All right. Last thing. All right. This is the last story. Last tech story. YouTube's multi-language audio feature for dubbing videos rolls out to all creators. So this is a feature that they've sent out to a few creators, me included. So I've been using this for a little while. It's used to improve voice replication and tone when they're doing the auto translate. So if you guys haven't seen this, if you have your favorite Spanish YouTuber, you know some Spanish, so you've been able to follow, but now that they have the auto translate, they can have your favorite Spanish channel translated into English with the natural tone of the speaker, the seemingly voice of the speaker, with the natural inflections of the speaker as well. So just all that translated into the language you want it to be translated into from the video. So anyway, adds region-specific thumbnail translation as well. So this feature that's coming out is also adding the ability to have a region-specific thumbnail. So what that means is that when you see a thumbnail on YouTube, instead of it reading whatever it reads in Spanish or Mandarin or any other language, what languages do I? Oh boy, what is Russian called Russian? I don't know. You guys let me know. But whatever language it's in, it's going to show up in English for you. I think that's very cool. I'm not sure if it does it to the actual picture, the language on the actual thumbnail picture, or whether it's just the description of the video. But either or, I think is very cool. It reminded me though of this feature on a video game I used to play a long time ago called Final Fantasy 11 online. Oh boy, I spent many years on this game. Too many, I gotta tell you. One of the cool things about this game though, it was a Japanese game. One of the cool things about this game though, it was online, so you played with a whole bunch of other people from all over the world. They had European servers, they had Japanese servers. I want to say they had Korean servers as well. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. But they had servers everywhere, all over the world, and everyone would be able to play together, right? So how they managed to do that with the language barrier, so people can play with people who were from different cultures who didn't know English or didn't know Japanese or whatever. What you could do is there was an auto translate function here. And so you would start typing something like an autocomplete, how we use now on our phones and on computers now. It would do you would start to say something like good morning. You would type GO and it would start and it would populate a list of what you would be trying to say, right? Geo, you could be saying good morning. You could be saying go, period. You could be saying a few things that start with Geo, and it would give you everything it had that it would translate. So you could pick from its predetermined list of phrases that started with Geo, and 9 times out of 10, what you were trying to say would be in that list. And if it wasn't, it would give you the option to string different phrases together to make a sentence. And in that way, it would know how to translate that portion that you wanted to translate. It would translate it seamlessly into the other language. So the other person on the other end would only see, if they were Japanese, they would only see Japanese. You would only see English. So they would use this auto translate feature for one person to talk to another person, even though they had different languages. I thought it was brilliant. And I'm like, well, how come other people don't use this feature? And like we got right here, we got hello. If I were to type in hello, hit the tab button, it would show hello in a list. I would pick that, and it would send that hello in the language of the person that I was talking to, because it would know the language that they were speaking in. Very interesting. I love that feature, and I think that should come to a lot of things, or I thought it should. So that's what this feature on Google's the latest thumbnail feature reminds me of. It just auto translates that phrase into whatever language the viewer is. Perfect. I love that. All right, and that's all the tech news we got for today, you guys. Let's go to okay, so no chat. Listen, today's gonna be today's one of those slow days. Right now, though, we're gonna go to some Reddit stuff, because there's a few things I want to talk about Reddit, and I don't have very many things to mention eInk wise, so I figured it would be a good time to go to Reddit and answer some Reddit questions. But before I do that, before we answer some Reddit questions, I don't know if anybody out there has. Let me grab it. Okay. So I don't know if anybody out there has a Noris Digital Jumbo. I always mess the name of that thing up. This right here. If anyone has one of these, oh boy. If anyone has one of these right here, I have exactly one crystal nib available for the Noris Digital Jumbo. So this is, can we get down here and see this? Oh boy, can we? There we go. Okay. So this is a box. It says ceramic EMR stylus nib. I don't know if you can see that little fine print there. It says for the Stadler Noris Digital Jumbo. I have one. Now, why do I have one of these? I have one of these. Oh, can we get back? Because I was keeping it for myself. Because I wasn't sure how well. Oh boy, I wasn't sure how well the one I had in the Noris Digital Jumbo was going to work out. But after I had been using it for 2 months, I felt confident about selling them, which is why we sold them on the store. And I just kept one for myself just in case I needed an extra one, in case I wanted another one and something happened, right? I just had an extra one. But this has lasted me like going on 4 months now, and I haven't had any issues with it. So I feel confident in that I just don't want this sitting around my office not being used when it could be doing someone some good in their Stadler Noris Digital Jumbo, because the nib that comes with this thing does not do it justice at all. And if you want to try this, they're up on one is up on the store. I only have one, so doing it it's for the live. I got one up on the store, and you can buy it now. You can buy it now. So, and it'll ship out to you today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning. But yeah, so I have that, and I don't want it sitting around the office because it's just been sitting there for months now. And it's been packaged for about a month now. So yeah, I feel like I need to get rid of it. It needs a home. It needs a home. What else we got here? Let's go to the chat. Aaron says they need the nib. Just don't let the pen roll off the table. Yeah. If the pen listen, it's not indestructible. Let me tell you guys, these ceramic nibs are not indestructible. They're non-consumable. Like, you won't have to replace it if you don't break it. But you can break it. It can be broken. If it drops face down on the, oh yeah. I've dropped this a couple of times and it hasn't broken on me. So I've been relatively lucky with this. So yeah, you definitely have to with the crystal nibs. They're ceramic, but they're not indestructible. So you have to take care with them for sure. But if you do, they'll last you. I've had this in for a number of months, but the ceramic nib that's been in this pen right here has been in for over 6 months. So like I've been like, this has fallen off and dropped on me a couple times as well. Luckily, not directly on the nib. But if it did drop directly on the nib, I would expect it to break for sure. If this is dropped directly on the nib and it hasn't broken, I think it's because it's really light. And the plastic gives a little bit, where this is metal and doesn't give at all. Like, if anything's going to give, it's going to be the most vulnerable part, which is going to be the nib. So, but yeah, I've had good luck with these, and I'm just used to them now, so I know how to like maintain them or whatever. So I don't have issues with the crystal nibs anymore. And I don't have Supernote nibs anymore in none of my pens. They all have crystal nibs at this point. But I do have the Supernote nibs on the store. So if you want a more durable option, if you want a more durable ceramic nib, like we have the Supernote ceramic nibs, which are way more durable than the crystal nibs. The writing experience is very similar. I might say better on a crystal nib, but that's me being biased. You can make your own decision, but at the very least, they're very similar, equally as good. But they're a little bit more expensive than the crystal nibs, but they are a lot more durable than the crystal nibs too. So I'm gonna keep selling both of those on the site. The crystal nibs will be an option. It's not as durable, but it'll be a lot more accessible. And the Supernote nibs will be probably the most durable thing I have. A little bit more expensive though. But I am working after this second round of Crystal Nibs get sold. I will have the capital to, if everything goes as planned, I will have the capital to invest in a harder nib. I'm not sure what we're going to call that particular nib, but it's going to have a different name to it to indicate that it's different from the Crystal Nib. Something that indicates its durability, because it's going to be as durable, if not more durable, than a Supernote nib. And that's my goal with this second nib. I'm also going to make a plastic one too. I'll probably put like 3 or 4 or 5 of them in a box and sell some plastic ones that are consumable, but they'll be in a shape and a color that you can kind of pick, and that's gonna be the thing. So they're gonna be made out of the same thing that the plastic nibs are made out of that you buy off Amazon, or that you get with your the plastic nibs that you get with your Vitewoods, and they're basically using polycarbonate for the nibs. So they'll be the same material that those things come with, but they'll be in a more refined shape, and like I said, colors. How's it going, Buck? Buck says, I'm waiting for a more durable batch. Lost mine in a fall, but very happy with it and looking forward to V2. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to have that available. That's going to be a number of months down the road, but that's definitely coming. But that's also going to be after the second batch. The second batch will have more nibs in with it, because I was able to source more of them at a cheaper price, which is, just what happens when you're able to order more of something, that you get a better price for the volume. And I'm just passing that along to the people who want to try them. So we're putting more of them in there when the second batch comes in. All right. What else we got here? Custom felt. Whoa. I never thought about that. That'd be interesting. That'd be super interesting. What else we got here? Up there on Crystal Nib, I did that. So let's go to eInk Reddit. So the first thing we got up here is my 2 cents on the Paper Pro Move. So I own the Remarkable 2, Paper Pro, and now the Move. I use those devices mainly for sketching and drawing. Really? I mean, granted, the shading on the Remarkable platform is probably the best I've ever seen on any device. So I can understand that, but yeah. Onyx, to me, I would not draw on any device except the Onyx Boox device. The screen is much wider than the Pro screen, absolutely. So much so that my Pro looks like a defective unit now. And that's the same thing I was saying in the unboxing. I'm like, they need to switch whatever screen they put in the Move. That screen needs to be in the Remarkable Paper Pro. Syncing and overall ecosystem is great. Shame it's subscription based though. I think that's why it's so great. It's because you pay to maintain it. These free systems, they work, but not very well. Drawing for a few minutes in a cool room made the heat warming pop up. I never had that. I had several such warnings over just a few hours of use. So I've never had this problem. And I used my Remarkable Paper Pro outside in the sun for 30 minutes and like on an 85-degree day. So yeah, I haven't come across these heating issues. Overall, I think it's an improvement over the Paper Pro and the best color e-ink display on any current device. Now that I also agree with, because looking with the colors between the Move and the Remarkable Paper Pro and then the Note Air 4C, it is the best color e-ink device out there, period. The form factor is amazing. I hope some of these issues can be resolved further down the line. Well, my thing is, that's not the only problem. This would have been a perfect assessment of the Remarkable Paper Pro if they had just added in the sluggishness of the operating system. They need to fix that too. It needs to be more responsive. Although it has been responsive lately. Like yesterday on yesterday's live, it was pretty responsive. So I don't know. We'll see. What else we got here? One day cold turkey with new Remarkable Paper Pro Move after 1 year on Nomad. Oh, so this is someone switching from the Nomad to the Remarkable Paper Pro. Now, something I didn't think about, and this is a story I'm talking about right now. So something I didn't think about, chat. Good morning, feeding cats. No doubt. Someone on Reddit replaced their Remarkable Paper Pro for staining. Oh, look at that guy's drawing. That's a lot of strokes. It's probably why it's pushing the processor. Absolutely. Another reason why I got the Move, feel like eventually I have to replace the Pro for stain screening and didn't want to not have a device. Well, I think they have to. I think they have to swap those screens out, because why is your bigger device, why does that look worse than your and I think that was a problem with me with the Remarkable Paper Pro too. The Remove just looks so much better than the Remarkable Paper Pro, and it's because of that screen. Period. Because there's nothing else different about it except the screen. Yeah. Okay. Writing feel. Gone is the almost perfect feel of writing with a pen on a journal from the Nomad. You feel like you're using a pencil writing on an iPad screen. No, it doesn't, bro. It feels like a pencil on paper. iPad? This dude doesn't know what he's talking about. The Remarkable Paper Pro Move. I'm sorry. This is what I was reading from. Gone is the almost perfect feel of writing with a pen on a journal from the Nomad. You feel like you're using a pencil writing on an iPad screen that has one of those matte screen protectors installed. That's not what it feels like, bruh. That's not what it feels like at all. Because the Remarkable Paper Pro Move has the highest friction of any eInk device that I've tested. And I've tested 12 at this point. Of the top eInk devices on the market, 12 of them. And the Remarkable Paper Pro Move has the highest friction of all of them. Well, the Remarkable devices, period, have the highest friction. But out of the Remarkable devices, the Move has the highest friction. So I don't know what this guy's talking about. That's not the case. So don't look into that and think that iPad screen is how this feels, because it is not. And this is not even a film over the Remarkable. This is etched glass. So yeah. No, I don't agree with that. The contrast is a weird shade of a bluish ink on a gray page. What is this dude talking about? Does he have the Move? You can play with this since the Move supports color, but it's quite murky. All right, I'm done with this dude. He don't know what he's talking about. Period. Practice using the Note Air 4C aside from note taking and ebook reading. Practical uses for the Note Air 4C. Drawing, bro. Drawing. I hope someone said that. Mindlessly scrolling on Reddit. Okay, Reddit too. No one's using it to draw? Wow. I'm surprised no one's using it to draw. But they'll use the Nomad joint. What is wrong with people? Good morning, brother. How's it going? Look at that guy's drawing. That's a lot of. Dr. Lean says another reason why I got the Move. I feel like eventually I will have to replace the Pro. Yeah, absolutely. Well, my Pro seems to be fine at the moment, but the Move is going to be a nice backup. Yeah, it's weird because I keep saying that the Remarkable Paper Pro Move is going to be a really great companion device for the Remarkable 2 and the Remarkable Paper Pro. But honestly, you can bypass all of that and just go for the Remarkable Paper Pro Move and be happy. Like, I'd even dare to say it's a really good entry-level device for someone just getting into eInk because of its portability. Like, how do you know you need a lot of space when you don't even know if you like it? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, the build quality is top-notch. It's got the Remarkable branding. Listen, y'all better put some respect on Remarkable's name. Y'all better put some respect on it. I have always heard of people using the Remarkable Paper Pro to draw over the Note Air 4C. Why? Why would you ever do that? All right, so for me, the number one reason I would never draw on the Remarkable Paper Pro, any of them, is because of the flashing. Your strokes are interrupted. Your thinking for what you want to get down is interrupted because you got to wait on the flash to get done to see what you actually did. When you have to wait for your, this is not like lag. You know what I'm saying? These people are gluttons for punishment. Like Aaron watching my show on the Go 7. Glutton for punishment. I don't know. the drawing is my main use case for the Note Air 4C. That and reading news. I love reading the news on it because it has this newspaper-ish feel to it, where it's not good color. It's got a gray scale. I don't know. I like it. It's perfect for reading like articles and drawing. That's what I use it for. Christina, how's it going? Thanks for showing up. I'm happy with the Remarkable 2, but had to get the move. Back when I used paper notebooks, it was always a journal notebook, and this is my size. The size is going to work for a lot of people. I hate the flash asked together. Yeah, the flash is what keeps me from wanting to draw on it. The tools too, you know what I mean? But I could work around the tools for a quick doodle. You know what I'm saying? A quick doodle. A doodle? Why is that so funny to me today? A quick doodle. FCE, how's it going? Thanks for joining. What's the news, people? Well, we're just talking about the Remarkable Paper Pro move as always today. We talked about a lot of Apple news earlier in the show though, so check out the replay if you want to see Apple news. Buck says limited colors in the books feels limiting, but I like the drawing tools better than Super. Absolutely, the drawing tools that Onyx has with the Boox platform is no one can compete with that. Nobody. The Supernote has the Atelier or whatever. That's supposed to be a drawing exclusive app, but they ain't got no tools. It's like, you could have just did this in the Notes app, bro. If Supernote decides to go color with, that might be the best to draw on. No, because it still won't have tools. The tools is the problem with the Supernote platform for me. I know it's not for a lot of people, because a lot of people ain't doing technical drawings. And if you're doing technical drawings on the Manta or the Nomad, stop punishing yourself. Go get a Boox platform device and then thank me later, okay? Like, stop. You don't know like, ignorance is bliss in this case because you don't know the punishment you're putting yourself through. But let me assure you, you're putting yourself through undue punishment. You don't need the stress. I'm trying to save you. One thing I wish Remarkable did with the shader tool is to give an option to not layer and darken the color. Having the one stroke layer seems like hindrance. I agree with that. Options are way better. And sometimes I want a fine layer of shading, and going over it, I don't want it to get darker. I want it to I want to spread that fine layer of shading throughout whatever. I get that. Sometimes I do want multiple strokes to darken. Options, right? Always good. Don't let Ed hear. Oh my. Ed hears all. Aaron. Ed hears all. What's up, Ed? We're talking about Ed at Organize for Change. Awesome channel. He used to just do Supernote. Still really big in the Supernote, but he's definitely spreading himself out to do other things as well now, like Onyx, and I'm not sure if he's doing Remarkable, but he definitely has a vibe woods. I appreciate Sheink's gifting memberships. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. You're all members now. Let me tell you the ropes of memberships. I don't push this enough, although I should. You get a badge now. So welcome to the crew. Welcome. Also, shout outs. So let's get to the shout outs. Where's the air horns? We got to get the air horns going for the new members. All right. Danielle Lee, thank you for joining. Sarah, appreciate you being here. Makari, there you go. My guy. I love Opal in Sky. I love opals. I have an opal over here. I'm joking. It's not an opal. It's really tourmaline. And I probably have some onyx, but that's about it. Drew Robinson, thanks for showing. And thanks for being a member now. Christina Ray, she's always been a member. She's awesome. Okay, all right, here we go. And thanks to eInk for making the members. I appreciate you. Big up to eInk. And if you haven't joined, if you didn't get gifted a membership just now, consider joining. Hit that join button below. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and then hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. We do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Tech news, eInk news. We're doing Reddit right now, but we do all kinds of stuff here. I was talking about cutting toenails earlier. If you missed it, hit the replay. It was a good time. It was a good time. If you got a significant other, show them you care about them by letting them know If they need to do things, if they're not hygienically correct, you let them know. Babe. Bing, bing. Eh? Eh? Okay, anyway. And it says, so not that great with organization, not good e-reader, color flash, and not enough tools to draw, but it's premium. Yeah, Aaron. The remove is premium. I say it all the time. How's it going? Thoughts on the Air Note 2? Straight garbage. The AI Note 2. That's the iFly thing, right? I don't trust any company with I in their name. And they want me to talk about the thing. I won't. So I'm not going to give them any free press right here. Yeah, don't forget to leave a like on the live for sure. Thanks, eInk. Am I on live chat? I am. Yeah, thoughts on the AI Note 2? It's not my kind of thing. It's not my kind of thing. I like to deal with what I call the big three, which I'm going to extend this to the big four. I got a video coming. The big four. We're adding ViWoods into the conversation. They need to be there. They deserve to be there. Big three, it's just big me. All right, what else we got here? Oh yeah, let's go back to Reddit. We were doing Reddit things. Pen. Hello everyone. I'm looking forward to purchasing a Supernote device. I am wondering which pen I should select. Any device for this can be helpful. Supernote device. Buy a Lamy. Never look back. Okay. Buy a Lamy. Buy the Lamy that they have on the site and never look back. That's an easy one. Oh, see, there we go. This person right here says, I just received my Nomad yesterday. I went with the Lamy Vista. I'm happy with it so far. I don't mean the Vista, the AL Star, but the Vista's good too. Definitely the Lamy though. Move performance outside in spring. So here we go. This is another overheating thing with the Remove. I bought the Move as I was looking for something more portable to take notes on. I'm fairly happy so far, but still getting used to it. Today was quite a nice spring day. It ain't spring, bruh. It's fall right now, and we just left the summer. What are we talking about? When did this dude write this? What part of the world are you in that it's spring right now? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it spring in Norway? It could be. After about 5 minutes, I received a heat warning. It told me that the refresh rate would increase and that the battery might be affected. A few minutes after that, I could barely make out the lines on the template. My writing was okay, black, just the template was affected. I closed it and sat in the shade for a few minutes, turning it on again. The template was clear, but after a few minutes, it faded out again. I'm a bit concerned about this as it was only 20 degrees Celsius, I'm assuming, outside. I live in an area that gets over 30 degrees Celsius in the summer. I still don't know where you at that it's spring right now, though. That's still confusing to me. But I don't know what to say about this overheating thing. I haven't had this overheating problem. 85 degrees Fahrenheit in Philadelphia last week. Earlier this week, I had the Remove out in direct sunlight for about half an hour. No issues. Aussie, Southern Hemisphere. Okay, good to go, Buck. I don't have a All-Star for the Supernote with the ceramic nib. You don't? You should, Aaron. You should. I thought I sent you one. Oh no, I sent you the casings, which they don't sell on a Remarkable site anymore, which is so interesting. They're so, I can't imagine that. But anyway, stupid question on the Remarkable Paper Pro. Is it that some people's screens are yellow from the beginning, or is it that the screen becomes yellow over time? The screens were yellow at the beginning with the Remarkable Paper Pro. Some people got yellowing over time. Mine was yellow to begin with, and it's maintained its yellowness. It hasn't gotten any worse, in my opinion. I wish it was 85 degrees in Houston. LOL. How hot is it in Houston right now? Is it hotter than that now? It's 75 in Philly right now, though. No, you can't buy the AL Star with ceramic from Supernote. No, but you can buy the insert from the website rantsaboutTech.com and put that in your Lamy because it fits most standard EMR pins and bam, you got a ceramic tip in your new Lammy, and it feels way better than that plastic and the rubber that they have. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, it's still mid-90s. Oh, yeah, I figured. That's what I was referring to when I said staining. Oh, gotcha, Dr. Ling. Gotcha. I appreciate your clarification there. Christina says, I have too many devices now. I need to make some difficult decisions soon. Me too. I'm getting rid of one of my Penstar. I might do a Penstar giveaway. Matter of fact, Penstar giveaway on the channel. I said it here. We're going to do it. Because I don't need two. I have two Penstars right now, and I only need one to do my reviews. If only to free up some cash to get more. I'd be I'd be doing a giveaway just to get rid of it so it's not sitting there collecting dust. I'd rather be used by somebody. Maybe either we'll do a YouTube giveaway or we'll do a Discord giveaway. If you're not a member of the Discord, you should become one. Link down in the description of the video. Continue these conversations after the live is done if you feel inclined to do so. I need that Penstar, says Aaron. Done deal, Aaron. Done deal. What we'll do is we'll pretend we'll do a giveaway, but it's going to Aaron. We'll pretend to do a giveaway for pure marketing. It's a pure marketing stunt. It's going to Aaron. Me too, Christina. I think I have to move on from my GOAT 10.3. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them right now. What? What, Dr. Ling? No. Yeah, Dr. Ling, what? You have to move on from the GOAT to what? What's replacing the GOAT? You tell me. You tell me. What's replacing the GOAT? Dang, I love my GOAT, but I've mainly been using the Viwoods lately. Wait, what is going on here? It's mid-90s here in California, but Parm, you're in California? Oh, lucky dude. I love Cali. Not as much as I love Philadelphia. It's weird. My favorite state is California. My favorite city, though, is Philadelphia. I don't even care about Pennsylvania, the state. The whole state could go up in the flames. Just leave Philly alone. I agree, Aaron. I am excited to try Penstar. Dang, I love my GOAT, but I've mainly been using the Viwoods lately. Okay, all right. Okay. She wants to try a Penstar too. I didn't even know you guys were interested in trying the Penstar. If I had known this, we'd have been sending this Penstar around months ago. I had no idea you guys even cared. But it's good to know. I know Mike doesn't, and I guess I just thought Mike was representative of the whole crew. Don't get me wrong, the GOAT is great. I just don't use it to its full potential. Boox providing UI friction over pen friction. After visiting Philly, I would move there. Philly is awesome. I love Philadelphia. Like when I turn like 65, I'm gonna run for mayor. When I've done my YouTube thing, I've created the 2 companies I want to create. I've made the products I want to make. When I'm like 65, I'm gonna just retire and become the mayor of Philadelphia. Yeah, Kindle Scribe Pen on the GOAT is fabulous. Everyone keeps saying that. I haven't tried that yet. I gotta try that combination now. I gotta try that combination now. Everyone loves that. Aaron, who else loves that combination? I think Aaron says he tried that combo and loved it. I'm with that. A lot of people don't know a lot about the Penstar. That's a good point. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. Maybe we can send these things around. There's no review for me to do on the new Penstar, so maybe we can get a review program going on. You know what? I've been meaning to start this, and I was going to do it with I forgot who it was now. One of the viewers of the channel was trying to get their hands on a Remarkable Paper Pro Move, and then just send it around to people. I might do that with the Penstar too. Just give everyone like a week or two with it, and just send it around so everyone can get a feel for what it is and put their opinions out there about it. Especially people who have an opinion and a voice in the community, like eInk and Aaron. I have a Note Air 3C I can put in that pool. Ooh, dude, if you guys really want to do this, I will fund the mailing. I will use I'll use Nib funds if I have to fund the mailing of that. I would do that. Everyone gets like a week or two with the device, or like we'll start a program. Everyone throw their name in the program for people who want to get the device, and we'll just go down a list. And every week, everyone have a week with it. So it's a 2-week turnaround. You get a week with it, send it off to the next person. They get a week with it, send it off to the next person, kind of thing. And I'll fund the mailing for that wholeheartly. We're doing it. I'm gonna hit up Remarkable to get a move. I'm gonna start with the Pin Star. We'll start with the Pin Star, and I'll hit up Remarkable for a move, and we'll start sending that around too. I'll come up with some kind of format for the program listing, so people can add their names to. Maybe I'll put it on the website, or maybe it'll be in Discord. I'm not sure which would be better, the website or Discord, but one of the two. Yeah, we'll do that. It's a done deal. It's a done deal, chat. We're definitely doing it. The content that will come from this will be great. Absolutely. And I'm just looking forward to getting everyone's views on these things who haven't had a chance to try them yet, or just decided they didn't want to try it because they didn't want to spend the money. They're like, no, I don't want that. I don't need that. Even people who don't feel like they don't need it could try it and then get a feel for, okay, how do you feel about that? And after trying it, do you still feel like it's not something you need, or doesn't fit your workflow? We're doing it. Done deal, chat. We're doing it. By Monday, I'll have a working format for the sign up for the program. Yeah, and I'll have a list of the devices that are in that program. So we'll have a list of people that are in the program. We'll have a list of devices that are in the program, and those people can pick those devices first come, first serve type of deal. That's what I'm thinking. Whoever's on that list, first come, first serve, pick device, they'll get, and then whoever comes next after that will get a chance to pick the device they want to use, and they'll go on the list of people that are getting it. And we'll man, that'll be great. We could do a 2-month outing. That's like eight content creators will get a chance to see a device they would not normally get a chance to see over the course of 2 months. And that's great. I think that's a good turnaround. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Reddit. Let's go back to Reddit, you guys. What else we got here? First thoughts on the Remarkable Paper Pro move. I like that case. That's my first thought. I didn't get a case with my Remarkable Paper Pro move. So let me explain that to you guys. So when I ordered my Remarkable Paper Pro move from Amazon, I ordered the bundle. I assumed that the $500 bundle was the bundle that had the pen and the case. No, the bundle that I bought only had the upgraded pen and the device, no case. So now I have to redo an order. I got to order another one from Remarkable because only the Amazon bundles don't come with the case. I have to reorder my bundle from Remarkable themselves and then send my one that I bought from Amazon back. So if you want the case and the pen, as far as I know, and the last time I looked on Amazon, they don't have that bundle. The bundle that they have, that's $500, is the pen and the device, upgraded pen. And I don't care about the upgraded pen. I got one already. I do want the pen that matches the device, though. That would be cool. So, yeah, and a case. I want a case, too. So, all right. Let's go to this Reddit post. I'll have more experience for an in-depth review in a few weeks because I'll be carrying around the Remarkable Paper Pro move a lot because I am returning my Remarkable Paper Pro after almost a year of use because its screen has turned a permanent shade of yellow. Listen, Remarkable is going to have to address this. I don't know what they're going to do. Should I ask them? Listen, this is just a live, and no one watches my live streams, right? So I can say this and it not cause mass hysteria. I am going to contact Remarkable, and I mean, not only am I asking them for a pass around Remarkable or remove, I'm also going to ask them to replace my Remarkable Paper Pro. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Don't tell everybody. Okay, we don't want this getting around. They're Remarkable shutting it down on us before we get a chance to take advantage of it. This is for you guys and me. I'm gonna contact them and be like, listen, could you replace my Remarkable Paper Pro with one that has the newer screen in it? Are you going to make one with a newer screen? When is that happening? And then I'm gonna run back here to live and tell you guys about it. Shh. Don't tell everybody. We don't need everybody trying to get in on this, okay? Just us. This is for us. The crew. The crew ski. All right, going back. The screen is sharp and bright and reacts quickly to input and gestures. Battery life is noticeably worse than the Remarkable Paper Pro. Yeah, because it's a smaller battery, bro. I only get a few days worth of use. Few days, your device is broken, okay? Send it back. You need another one. Even with the backlight mostly off. Oh, you know what? I don't use a backlight, so maybe that's why I'm getting better battery life. I don't use backlight with these devices. It almost defeats the purpose. Now, if I had to be writing at night and I couldn't turn on a light, then yeah, maybe. But I'm never in a situation to where I can't just turn a light on. Like, I wish Amy would be like, oh, you got a light on, it's disturbing my sleep. I'm sorry. It's always dark in here. What am I talking about? The screen is sharp and bright, reacts quickly to input gestures. No, it don't, bro. Oh, all right, this guy, he said a few things that's got me questioning his validity here. This device is made for handwriting. A tight folio is not necessary. I would want for it. What? All right, let's check it out. Now, this is one of the coolest things about the remove to me, and this guy just made me remember that just now. One of the coolest things about the remove to me is that it's the only Remarkable. This is the only Remarkable device that I would use the keyboard on. Why is that, chat? This is why. Because I can type with my thumbs. Whoa. Okay, let's go back to don't make me a liar. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's because I can type with my thumbs. Like I do on a cell phone. Like I would never do this on the Remarkable 2. I wouldn't do it on the Remarkable Paper Pro. There's no device I would ever use the keyboard on that, not note taker anyway. This is the only one. And it's because I can do this. And it feels super duper comfortable. Yeah, I would type on this. And I'm not a typer. Like, I don't know how to type. I'm not like, oh boy. Did I mess up something? Okay, I didn't. This ain't me. This is me right here. This is me. So if you're that kind of typer, this is appealing to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes you to your phone. It takes me back to how I'm using my phone. And I type way quicker on my phone than I do on a regular keyboard. But that's just me. Okay. Although I have a few templates and PDFs that are formatted for the size of the move, using the normal size ones for the larger tablet is fine as well. When using a larger template, it's helpful to put the document inside landscape mode. No, it's not. That's never helpful. Stop it. I love the handwriting recognition and now also search because it performs flawlessly for me, even though I don't make any effort to write more legibly. All right. Okay. I think that's cool. Let's go to the chat real quick. Do we have any chat down here? Have you reached out yet? 2530 Media, you should talk to Remarkable. Absolutely. I don't know. It's hard getting the connects at Remarkable. But we can talk about that though. We can never talk about it. I'm already talking to someone else about that too. Which was an unnecessary take. Absolutely. Sheik, I think that the channel was large enough yet, but I will reach out to. Absolutely, Aaron. And if you don't get a response, let me know. There might be things we could do. But yeah, we're gonna get this program started. I feel super good about that. All right, next Reddit story here. Just received the new W2 stylus. Okay, we talked about this on the live show already. I think it's crap. I didn't like it. I like why they took out quality features. They changed the design to a worse design. It does nothing good about that new pen. The only thing good about that new pen probably is that it's cheaper to make than the old pen, which that's only good for Vywoods. But whatever. This is definitely a better build than the stylus that came with the Vywoods. You are out of your mind. The original stylus feels shaky, but this is solidly built. This is also longer and heavier. So longer is good? What are you talking about? Giving it more premium feel. The nibs are different as shown in the photos attached. It came with 1 hard nib and 3 soft nibs. Writing feel is better since it's less shaky. What? That don't even seem to make sense to me. Now the edge of this stylus can now scrape your screen because of how they built it. Is that what we want? Do some shading, like do some shading with that new Vywoods pen. Tilt it to the side, like tilt it to the side and do some shading with that Vywoods pen. That pen body is going to scratch your screen. That's how well it's built, which is to say not well at all. That pen was such a disappointment. I need to go ahead and release the video of that, but the pen was such a disappointment. Such a huge disappointment. What do we got here? Oh, that's Aaron. Okay, these are the nibs. So a picture of the nibs here. So these are not standard Wacom stylus shaped nibs either. So these are proprietary nibs. Which is another drawback of the pen. Like, they're not helping themselves out. They're not helping themselves out with this pen situation at all. This pen, not only does it almost look the same, it's worse. So cosmetically, you won't notice anything different. It's not ergonomic or anything like that. It's just worse. That made no sense to me. They should have asked for my opinion. Other people are. Boox Go 10.3 or Supernote A5X2. Hi, I've been looking at eInk tablets for school for a while now, but ultimately chose not to buy one because I had bought an iPad before I was exposed to eInk. I'm a sophomore in college now, and dang, man, to come up on eInk as a sophomore in college, dude, you're so lucky. You're going to save so much money and time and energy and anguish and heartache. And the more I look into eInk tablets, the more I want one. I'm pretty unhappy with the LED screen on the iPad, which gives me eye strain when I'm studying for a long time, as well as the distracting apps and pretty horrible writing latency. You better not tell Aaron about that writing latency. He will jump on you, and he got access to planes. He'll come to where you at. So you better just say that quietly. How's it going, Aaron? I didn't know he was talking like that. I didn't know he was talking so recklessly about. Don't come to Philly, okay? Unless you're coming with a brewski. And my brewskis are my brewski of choice, Fiddlehead IPA. So, moving on. I'm mainly going to be using the tablet for note-taking, homework, and reading on the Kindle app preferably. Which would be better, a Go 10.3 or a Supernote A5X2? Oh, man, that's hard. Note-taking, homework, and reading on the Kindle app, preferably. That's hard. Well, you know what? A5X2. Why would I say the A5X2 for this over the Go 10.3? Just because it's school. That's for a student, like high school, college. What do you guys think? Manta. Dr. Lean says Manta too. Oh yeah. So okay. So I was right. The Rock says Philly Brewski equal Yingling. I can't do Yingling anymore. I actually went to college in Philadelphia. Oh, not Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania. And Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And if you know about Yingling, Bethlehem is the birthplace of Yingling. So I drank a whole bunch of Yingling in college. Too much. I was drinking Yingling back when Yingling was not even a thingling. Now you can find Yingling everywhere. I recently gave the Manta to a student and they loved it. Yeah, the Manta is what I would go for a student. Oh no, Rod, I need to get you some Russian River Planty the Elder. Whoa, that sounds serious. When you throw Russian in a drink name, that sounds serious. I'm also a basic boy that only likes IPA. That's me. I'm an IPA drinker. Fiddlehead is my favorite right now. But the Yinglings are good. Yinglings are good. They're good. I'm just sick of them. That's all. Did too much of it in college. All right. What else we got here? Pen questions. With the last one. We're at the last Reddit thing here for the day, you guys. Then we're gonna close the show up. Pen questions. So I'm getting the Supernote soon, but before we do that though, if you are liking the show, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more. We're here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Discord link down in the description. I'm going to say this again right when we end the show, but I want to say it before the 15 people we got in here leave. And join if you want to join a community. We've got a nice community here. Get a badge, get a shout out. It's 99 cents. I would do it for free if they would let me, but that's the cheapest they'll let me do it for. So I would love a membership with no cost, but it's 99 cents. There you go, you guys. Join. All right, last thing we got here. So I'm getting the Supernote soon, but I am so indecisive when it comes to the pen. I don't know if I should get one of the pens on the website, like the Lamy pens they have on the site, or do a DIY pen. If I were to do a DIY pen, would it be possible with a Kaweco? Ooh, Aaron got some experience with this one. Go to 2530 Media. You'll see my guy Aaron there with the Kawecos out. Have you done a Kaweco video, Aaron? Not brass pen or Conklin. What are good alternative pens that are good on Supernote? I'm getting the Nomad. Well, let's talk about that. You got the Kaweco there. Aaron swears by the Kaweco. I want a Kaweco. I don't have a Kaweco, so you'll be one-upping me on the Kaweco front. But I think you should just buy a Kaweco, do the Kaweco with is that the problem with the Kaweco is I don't know what a nib would feel good in there. They got the plastic ones that fit, but they got the rubber at the end, which are nasty. Go buy a Lamy. Then go to rantsaboutTech.com. Grab you a ceramic nib off the site. Throw that in your Lamy. Feel right as rain. Feel right as rain. Right as rain. No, but your crystal nib will fit the Kaweco. Absolutely. So crystal nibs, we don't have those in the store, but yeah, if the crystal nibs are available, that would fit in the Kaweco. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the show, everyone. Again, I want to thank all the chat crew for being here. Let's get the applause going for you guys. You guys are the best. Chat, you guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. It's Friday. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great start to your weekend. I hope I was a part of that great start to your weekend. Again, join us Monday through Friday, like Rants About Tech. We are here 10 a.m. to kind of whenever. Join the Discord if you want to continue the conversations after the live stream is done. You can do that there. You can do it there. Hit up the store, buy a t-shirt. I don't even have a Rants About Tech t-shirt on today, but you know what I'm talking about. What else we got? Join the membership. There's a join button down there. You can do that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a good time. You won't regret it, guaranteed. What else we got? I think that might be it. We got more stuff coming up next week. We got more Google Apple talk coming up next week. So got the reviews talking about the phones. I'm going to be talking about the reviews of those phones. So join me if you want to talk more about those things. And we got more remove talk going on. All right, everyone. Until next week. Take care.